Well, if there was a high point, there's always a low point. So whether it was on the comeback, during the comeback, what has been the low point?
Um, well, I mean, I guess first and foremost, not to lift the veil at all, but injuries. Injuries have been really tough because for a lot of people, a lot of talent, there have been other, private tapings for wrestling companies in the area. So it's not as if nobody's done any wrestling at all over the last, 14 months. But that being said, um, for a lot of my talent, getting into the ring for our first set of tapings was the first time a lot of them got in the ring for the last year. So conditioning was not the best, not the strongest. And then after that first taping, people continued to really kind of push ahead and they wanted to go for it, which I appreciate, which I love. But going 100%, especially after not going for so long, accidents can happen, freak accidents, minor tears, injuries, things like that. And I mean, right now, in the thick of it, we are currently dealing with our heavyweight champion, Vern Vicalo, injured. He was injured during the main event of our last iPay per view. It was NCW Shoots and Ladders. It was a ladder match for the NCW heavyweight title. A freak accident, a bump off the ring. He landed on his shoulder badly. It hurt his neck. And, he's not currently cleared to compete. That's just, a real harsh reality of it. And, beyond Vern, there's been at least, I would say, a half a dozen other wrestlers that have experienced minor injuries that have kept them out of subsequent tapings. And we just try to make do with what we have.
And obviously, I mean, three with you only have so many opportunities to tape. Losing your heavyweight champion has to be a massive
Yes.
hurdle.
Yes, it has been, and so when you mentioned the timetable of these things, right? So we film probably about 3 to 4 weeks of television and a pay per view all in one taping cycle, one weekend, one day, So we're doing a lot of work, but like if we lose somebody for even one taping, that's gone. You're gone for a month at the very least, and that definitely hurts in the storytelling that we're trying to do. Again, some of it's out of our control. Um, and the other thing to keep in mind is that with these tapings, we we did COVID testing for every wrestler that stepped through my doors. I know not every wrestling company had done that during the time that they were running private tapings, but I took the best pieces of a lot of local companies and I said, this is what I want to do. So those first couple of tapings, we were very strict in our COVID protocols. And if somebody wasn't comfortable, or if there were any issues with testings, or if there were, just they couldn't get tested, they weren't going to be a part of the taping. So those are also kind of, unfortunate side effects of this new normal that we were doing.